The father and son podcast with a twist.
3, 2, 1.
Attention.
It's the Mood Lounge Show with Pedge Tattoos and Marco.
You are
tuned into the greatest.
Time to drop some knowledge.
Hey, welcome to the Mood Lounge Show. I'm your host once again, Pedge Tattoos.
I'm your co-host once again, Marco with a K.
All right, so first we'd like to say this is the Easter show. We didn't record last week because it's a Holy Week and whatnot, and like to say Happy Easter to everybody, to the Slavics, Christos Voskres, to the Greeks, Christos Anesti, and to the Catholics, the Pope is the fraud. Get a blessing and whatever.
Is it those clips or whatever, like back in 2018 or something? Or I forgot when, but like he was like, I don't know, like he stuck his hand out or whatever, but he's trying to grab him and he's just like,
yeah,
like bitch
well,
slapping,
he's not
like
bitch slapping in this one.
Yeah, no.
He's just like the people, like he gives him the hand and they're like, and he's just like whoop, whoop, no, whoop, whoop, lip, whoop, 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 whoop. He's just like, you know, like dipping. It listens to what you say and everything just comes up. So what ended up coming up after that was just Pope shit. And I don't mean like Pope like lifting up his robe and taking a shit. I mean like just like all kinds of, he's got this green shawl and it's got symbols all over it. One, it's the Star of David, which has nothing to do with Christianity.
Right.
Has nothing to do with Judaism. That is a straight King Solomon talisman symbol of Lucifer. That's black magic. Mm. And then he has, I don't know if he has the crescent moon and star, which is Islamic, and that has still nothing to do with our religion at all. And then he's got a symbol, what looks to be like a fucking alien.
What?
Yeah, it's kind of like...
What, does it look like Alienware, like the fucking, you know, like the PC brands and shit? Or
No. It's got like a box head. It's got little things, like it's wearing a helmet. Kind of looks like a stick figure of Tutankhamun.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not shitting you. Like somewhere in Egypt where this symbol has come up as a hieroglyph, the South American peninsula where those pyramids are as well. And those symbols came up over there as well. So I don't know what's going on, but this just kept going and going. Like I fell into the rabbit hole and more shit came up. And then all of a sudden it was like, look at the Pope's face when he broke the seal and he opened up that door. Now, mind you, he opened the door, but yet there was somebody on the other side who pulled the doors open. So what I'm grasping is that it wasn't like God opening that seal, and it was the Pope sitting there in a fucking wheelchair, and all of a sudden the doors just went. Like he broke some fucking thing, whatever, and then the doors just went. Like so that means there's somebody on the other side. And clearly, as he's talking, you know, and he's like praying and he's looking inside, he's getting worried. The rabbit hole went down that the reason that they opened up this room and this area, whatever, they're doing according to prophecy. They're releasing Satan. Yeah, like what? They're releasing Satan. That there's a fallen angel in the catacombs of the Vatican that's been chained there for over 1,000.
He's just been chilling there for fucking...
No, he's been chained there. He's been held there because what they want to do is, you know, the Catholic Church wants to control everything. You know that. Let's just call Catholicism what it is. It's like mafia. Do as I say, don't do as I do. All right? And I've always said that our church, the Christian Orthodox, Eastern Orthodox Church, Greek Orthodox, Russian Orthodox, Syrian Orthodox, just Orthodox and
Orthodoxy
Orthodoxy in general is the new church. That is the Church of Jesus Christ. End of story. We took over from like where the Jews that crucified Jesus left off. And I'm going to get flack for saying Jews crucified him because they did.
How are you going to get flack for like stating the obvious though?
Well, because it's this new anti-Semitism fucking thing that's going around, and you can't say...
Anti-Semitism's been around fucking ever since fucking the race has been around, you know what I mean? So it's like,
I understand, but look,
you know,
they're going to say shit, and I really don't care. Jews crucified Jesus. They had the chance to let him live, but they chose Barabbas. Chose to
pardon a fucking murderer.
Yeah, right? they chose Barabbas.
What was, you got to give me a quick lesson again. Who the fuck was Barabbas? Like,
Barabbas was a fucking criminal.
Okay, no shit, he was a criminal, but like, did he just Was he a killer or was he like a thief?
He was,
or like
he was a
whatever?
thief. He was a murderer.
Oh, so he was
a
just like a-
rapist.
he was just like a
the
degenerate,
scum of
like-
the scum. All right.
He was a hood.
Yeah, he was a low level. We are the new church, and the only way through to get to God is through Jesus Christ and through His church. That's what he said, and that's why he sent out the disciples, of which all died. Were all, murdered, beheaded, and everything, except Mary Magdalene. She wasn't a disciple, but lately I've been seeing a lot of new versions where she's quote unquote in the Last Supper. She's quote unquote spreading the word in France. Like
What?
they have her bones in France or some shit, and they said that she had a child that she hid that was Jesus's child, and here comes all the conspiracy theories, and who is this baby? The Antichrist. It's like, prime time, bitch. I'm here to fuck up the earth and take my reign.
Like a death metal group now. Like 2 days later.
Whatever, I don't look like what I'm go down the garden.
Put these people through it. You guys come up to your own conclusions. But once again, this thing went from Pope the spear that pierced Jesus. They have a piece of the wood from the cross that they took from Constantine the Great's mother. Like, you got everything. Why? Who the fuck are you? They even got now Ukraine's relics and all these like Orthodox relics, like dead guys from 500-600 years ago that were monks and priests, and they performed miracles. They said, well, we're just holding them for a little bit,
That's bullshit, bro.
No, they bought them, or whatever they did. They want to be in control, and whatever. It is what it is. I'm not going to talk about the great schism between our two Christian religions and whatnot, but whatever. We're the fucking OG new church, and that's the way it is. Bah. Bah, 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 bah. Yeah. So that whole thing was just nonstop. Pope this, Pope that, Christianity.
Fuck you and this bullshit.
So let's get off that Pope thing, because my opinion is probably not valued when it comes to that. I really don't care.
Everybody's got
an opinion, just like an asshole. We all got one.
Exactly.
And if you don't have an asshole, you're not gonna make it past 8 months.
Her name is Veruca Salt.
Veruca Salt.
Really?
Veruca Salt.
Her last name is Salt.
Want me to look it up right now?
No, it's okay. I don't know who the fuck has.
I could edit this out. I could just look it up.
Yeah,
and
no,
edit it.
no. It's okay.
Veruca
It's okay.
Salt.
No, Veruca Salt.
Veruca Salt.
Who has like a last name of seasoning? Like what's
I
next?
don't know. Can Jay
Veronica
look it?
Parsley.
How about Jay?
You know?
Jay look up Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, Veruca Salt.
No, I don't know. That's just weird for me.
Does it exist? Am I making it up? Or
It just sounds weird. I don't know.
It exists.
it is Veruca Salt? You just looked it up?
I know it is.
Look it up.
Why do you just know
I
it?
just gave you a job.
Why do you
All
just
right,
know
we
it?
need to fire the
Fuck outta here.
Why do you-
producer
wait,
that's
why do you know
switching
that?
for
Like,
us, 'cause,
did you
like-
did you like play Jeopardy or something? Why do you just know that?
I watched the movie.
So did I,
So,
but
so
you know,
what? You watched the credits too?
But like
You were
not
like,
for
wow,
nothing. Like
okay.
I'm 56 years old, and like every once in a while I'm like,
I lost my shoe.
like the other day. Veruca Salt. Yeah, see, I was
Whose
good.
last name is Salt? What the fuck?
Veruca.
Veruca fucking
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Wrong, sir. Very wrong.
Wrong, sir. Wrong.
That's
You
gonna be the
get
clip that I'm
nothing.
doing this.
You lose.
Anyway,
Good day, sir.
just embedded in my fucking brain.
Right.
Talking about cunts.
Talking about cunts.
I got Marco a little bit into the Blacklist. We've been watching the Blacklist
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is what you want to talk about.
for the last 2 seasons.
He's only been watching this because he's been hating on fucking Agent Keen.
Keen deserves to die. She did. They tried to make me feel bad about it. And then they had like she died in his arms, and like it wasn't meant for her. It was meant for him.
You were going from Trump a second ago to Syl from The Sopranos. I was just watching you like you're doing
oh.
this, and I'm waiting for him to go fucking. You know what I mean? Like
I don't know, Tone.
we're declaring
Take
this
it
bitch a
easy.
terrorist. She's fucking horrible.
I don't know, Tone.
She's getting removed from the next season.
Listen, Trump. I just don't know.
Yabba gool over here.
Let me call Paul in on this.
Your sister's ass.
Square this out.
I don't know what you're so upset about.
Oh,
Don't give me that smart alecky shit.
dude, I love that fucking
Fuck,
show,
man.
bro.
Who doesn't? I mean,
yeah.
there's still people that haven't watched it. So
Oh,
Yeah.
Who didn't watch it?
I don't fucking know. Get some gabagool, dude.
Get some gabagool.
Yeah, but gabagool.
Just for those of you that don't know, it's gabagool.
Yeah, what?
Gabagool is fucking capricciole.
Capuchon?
Capricciole, yeah. So you got hot capricciole and you got sweet capricciole. Now it's capricciolo, but I don't know where American Italians flipped it from capricciolo to gabagool.
Yeah, but
There's the
gabagool.
like, whatever. Look, I'm not gonna say nothing because Serbians ain't any better. We got shit that we shortened, changed, and then like
And the
people
names
like,
have nothing to do with it whatsoever.
nothing.
And it's like, yeah, that
Nothing.
works.
Just like the nicknames, you know, all the Italians growing up, everybody got a nickname or whatever. Serbs ain't fucking. I think it's all a European thing.
Is
you
it?
know? Yeah, it's a European.
That just only
thing. It's just-
reinforces my saying of like one hemisphere over and like everything fucking gets retarded. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but you know what cracks me up about the name changing shit? What cracks me up about that is that you sit there, like here in America, you know, whatever, like okay, let's say like not Joke. Is it Jokic? Nikola Jokic, that's his name. It's like so many Serbs are playing fucking sports these days. It's like you can't keep Novak Djokovic. This guy's Nikola Jokic. He got bullied because he was a fat fuck. But he did. He was a fat fuck, bro.
Jesus.
Nikola was a fat fuck when he was little. And I don't know, maybe that's why his grandfather got him into playing fucking basketball. I told you that story where his grandfather recorded it on the phone and said, Nikola, you're going to be a fucking international superstar. You're going to be rich beyond your wildest dreams and the most famous basketball player ever. He comes back. His grandfather shows him that clip. And, you know, he's just like, ha, ha, ha. But, yo, man, the kid was like, he had like 2 basketballs for a fucking 2 cheeks. He had like 80 rolls. It was just like,
fuck.
Just like slanina, 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 slanina. You know what slanina is, right?
What is it?
Fat!
Oh, okay.
Fat from the pig. A little bit of meat,
Right.
lots of fat.
Good for you. Let me ask you, where's the fucking parsley? I hate that guy.
Why?
Now we're doing a Serb thing. I just hate Balkan. Is he Balkan Dad is his name? I fucking hate him. You know, like,
Talking about like
there's a guy that has a little mustache, wears a wife beater, and he wears fucking Adidas fucking track pants. And he has a toothpick in his mouth, and he goes, "Let me ask you." You know, like, and he
Let me
talks
show
in
you
this
how to
weird
make my
accent that
favorite
not one
childhood
fucking
dessert.
Serbian American
Beef
talks like.
semolina pudding.
But for some reason, everybody's finding him to rage. Look, he's funny in the beginning, but now he's annoying. Okay, and my beef with him is because he started this thing with parsley, because I think he's from New Zealand or some shit. He's not fucking American, but I think he's from New Zealand. He went back to Serbia and he started doing this fucking shit, like this little, you know, clips and reels, and it's really funny. He talks about, you know, Serbian culture, and he plays like an immigrant and whatever, and sometimes like after he eats he pulls his pants up to here like most of our guys do, you know, and whatever. But he's always in flip-flops, Adidas fucking track pants, wife beater.
right.
And he's always like, when he walks around, he puts his hands behind his back like an old dude. Young guys don't walk around like that. But
Right.
whatever. Look, it's
And a toothpick,
and
yeah.
a toothpick, yeah. And then, you know, whatever. What irked me when he started going around through the Balkans. When he went through the Balkans and he was like showing, you know, different. It's all the same fucking culture. It's just he's showing, like in Bosnia, it's like what? It's any different in Bosnia? It's the same fucking
same shit, yeah.
Same language is spoken. It's not a Bosnian language. It's fucking Serbian, Croatian, which over the years the Croatian part only constitute for 5% of Serbo-Croatian. 95% is all Serbian words. Everything else, the only people that speak different is Macedonians. I'm going to give you an example. Like we say, like we would say, Jel me voliš? Do you love me? Macedonians say, Jel me sakaš? Like,
What? What the fuck?
Jel me sakaš? And then here's a little funny thing that people say, hey, can you speak Macedonian? Sure. Sakata mapkata kakata lakata. It sounds Macedonian because that's what their language sounds like. Sakata kakata lakata makata. Hey, whatever. Look, I mean, a Macedonian's probably going to get pissed at me, but I don't care. This Balkan dad goes around, he does all of this fucking shit, and it's just annoying. And then he went to Albania. I'm here in Albania. That's him. I got his fucking goddamn voice perfect. I'm here in Albania with my
He
gool.
sounds like he's trying to be fucking Borat.
He's trying to be a Serbian boy, okay? Yeah, listen, his shtick is good. I'm not gonna sit there and shit on the guy because his shtick isn't good. It's good. It's just like Jack Black. It's a little too much already. It's like, you know, now he's doing it with this other guy. He's doing these reels. This guy's an American, ginger as fuck, went to Serbia, fell in love with it, drives around in a Yugo, and he goes, hey, I'm going around all the Balkans in this broken Yugo. That's that guy. So now he got together with Balkan Dad, and the joke, he likes parsley because he's from America. Americans use a lot of parsley. Italians use a lot of parsley. So when he goes to make, he goes, I'm going to teach you how to make the chorba. That's how he talks.
Right.
Pick and mouth. He does it. And then he goes, all right, so I put this ingredient in. I put that ingredient in. The guy's got like wavy hair. He looks like Conan O'Brien. He's just like, you know. And he's just like, okay, hey, we forgot one ingredient. And he goes, parsley? Cock of parsley, man. Parsley.
Yes.
All right, look. Dude, I'm sorry. I'm getting chills up my fucking back because I used to follow the guy, and now it's like I completely stopped following him. It's a little annoying. I made a comment on that fucking whole Albania trip because he was like propping up the Albanians like to a certain level and whatnot. And look, maybe in Tirana, they're different. But I know all the surrounding areas, close to Kosovo, close to Montenegro, they're fucking sheep herders, bro. They just like, you know? And if our next door neighbor Max happens to see this video, look, I apologize, but, you know, truth hurts, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, bah, you know? Whatever, bro. I don't give a fuck. It is what it is, bro. So, yeah.
I prefer that.
Balkan Dad says...
Yeah.
Don't ever go to watch the Mood Lounge show with Pedge Tattoos and Marco with the K. They fucking hate our people.
And they have no parsley on screen. Anyways.
And they like to use the parsley. Cock of parsley, bre.
Cock of parsley,
What I'm going to do,
What?
I'm going to insert him saying that parsley shit, and people are going to be like, oh, shit. He sounds just like him. Is that the Serb? No, it's not. No Serbs talk like that. That's him high-pitching it. You know, the Serbian accent is very easily, it sounds like that, but not that high-pitching, all the time. He's going up. That's not how we talk, ever.
Look, you just watched Borat. Like, I could just tell, like, based off the fucking...
Very
what I'm saying,
nice.
like, I could just tell.
Look,
You know what
it's
I mean?
a good spin. Listen, it's a good spin. He's marketing. That's his brand. God bless him. I just don't see eye to eye with him. Just like, yo, dude, a lot of people don't see eye to eye with me. A lot of people, you know, they just don't like what I say, how I say. Whatever. Just, you know, hey, fuck, swipe the other way. You know, like I do. I don't, when his shit does come up by accident, like I just be like, pop. The other kid with the Yugo, I watch him because, you know, he's an American and he's like opening to our culture or whatever. But, you know, he gets a little played out, too, you know. I mean, how
Who
much...
doesn't get played out already? Like,
Yeah,
everybody does their fucking thing.
like us. We've been doing a show over a year now. Content is like, it's hard to find because I don't want to sit there and just harp on politics, you know. We'll talk about this and that, whatever. If we could draw out something like we did the last time with the Russian fucking Wagner thing and the you know, did the German shit.
Random fucking...
Random, bro.
Random ass
Oh,
shit.
hey, by the way, did you say hi to Alof? Ja, es ist das im Guten, ja. I love the Kinder. And not the chocolates. I like the Kinder. Where are your peppers? It's like, I don't know, bro. Get something on your fucking list and let's end this fucking show.
Out of all the things that I could pick, I want to talk about sperm racing. And I know that that's really fucking... Why are you headbutting your fucking mic, bro?
Because I had a literal visual in my head of a sperm cell, like a tadpole with legs, and it's going like this with
Well,
a
that's
baton in one hand.
exactly what
And
it
it's
sounds
like, on your mark,
exactly.
get set. And the guy comes out with the gun and goes, and they're like,
That's exactly what you're thinking.
you know?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I see the other picture in my head where the guy's going, hey, it's up ahead. And the other guy goes, hey, I smell shit. We're in the wrong hole. Go ahead.
Anyways, yeah. So it's exactly how it sounds like. They're gonna, you know what I mean? Sperm in a petri dish. They're literally gonna have sports betting and everything.
Can I ask you
What?
one thing? I, for some reason, smell Chinese influence in this.
Chinese influence.
I hear bukkake going through
What
my
the
head.
fuck?
They're
Why is it
crazy.
Chinese
They come up some crazy shit. They made up bukkake and it took off for a while. And for the all you don't know what bukkake is, where everybody just jerks all over your fucking face. Girls just sit there and like 10 dicks come at them. It's just like, it's just, you know. Anyway,
I think you might be right. I'm not gonna quote. Like, don't misquote me. I think the guy's Asian or whatever. Like, because there was 3 people that actually were doing an interview for it or whatever and explaining the whole thing. So like, I just know that he's most likely Asian. I don't know about Chinese, but the whole idea of this is like their point is, what was it? Oh, they want to spread awareness of male infertility. That was the whole idea of this. But they're going to do sports betting for it. So you're going to be sitting there betting on... You're going to be...
Are they going to have little like fucking sashes that says number 1, number 4, number 15? Number 15 coming around the bend. He's getting near the over, being impregnated.
Come on, Daquan, make it. Go. What the fuck? Why are you turning around? Don't fuck your brother. What are you doing? All right, anyways. So... I mean, I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna look like, but they are renting out a small stadium for like not a stadium, but like a stage and shit. I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do there. Like, it's gonna be weird. They're gonna have sperm with a petri dish on stage, and then like you're gonna have microscopes recording, or I don't know how this is supposed to work.
Look, for some reason, I kind of have
money actually got gathered for this, which is weird.
Look,
you know what I mean?
I really think the mafia is behind this. Whether it be the Yakuza.
What does the mafia have to do
They
with
love gambling. They like to be ahead of everybody. And
so
this is the new thing.
Hold on. What's the origin story for this? Was a gang member jacking off like in a horse racing bathroom, and he was like, wait a second.
No.
What if I found a way to mix both of these?
No.
You know what I mean?
What I think is they were sitting around and they were like, we can't do this football betting. Everything is legal. We can't do the casino online bet. Everything is legal. We ain't making the money like we used to. We ain't getting the vig and the juice and whatever. And this guy goes, hey, Tony, I got an idea. How about we corner the market? I got a fucking Chinese guy.
There's no way, bro.
His name is Mr. Han. Mr. Han jerks off, and you got to see the way his sperm just runs down his fucking arm. Hey, I bet if we put a little gambling on that, which sperm can go quicker, he goes, hey, that sounds kind of racist. Oh, no. Nobody will know what the race of the sperm is. It's going to be in a petri dish. And then Sil goes, I think you got something there.
Nah, bro. I feel like it was more accidental. Like, it was just like,
how was that accidental?
No. Like, how it came about. Like, if it was a mobster, it was like they're just sitting there. Like, we got to make more money. Like, how the fuck are we doing? Oh, go fucking shut the fuck up, jerk off.
Yeah, stop
fucking
you jerk off.
Hey, wait a second. Jerk off, masturbation, sperm. Wait a second. They have to race.
You just
gotta get
you totally just sounded like like a scene from fucking.
You saw that there was something I was trying to do, and you
wait a minute.
Yeah,
hey, they have to race. Yeah, what's the prize? Hey, you're going to the show? What show? The one on your mouth. We're all going to come.
Money, cash, betting. Like, just
yeah.
That's the ticket.
That's the ticket.
That's the embryo.
And I was married to Morgan Fairchild. Yeah, that's the ticket. Nobody's going to know who the fuck Morgan Fairchild is.
No, I don't think anybody knows who Morgan Fairchild is.
I don't think Marco knows who Morgan Fairchild is.
No, I don't actually.
It sounds like
a fake name.
She was she was a very hot actress back in the 80s.
Right.
Didn't age well throughout the 2000s. I think she's dead. But
yikes.
But she was a hot actress, and I just remember seeing her on The Love Boat. And The Love Boat was a show where everybody just came from every other major show. Like if they were in a sitcom or they were whatever, they'd come on and be a guest,
Right.
So, but yeah, Morgan Fairchild. So John Lovett did that fucking impression. He not he did the impression. He did that skit on Saturday Night Live, and everything he did was he was this lawyer that would talk, and he just would lie constantly, and then he would just get enveloped in his lie even more. And It went from the Morgan Fairchild thing was way down the line, but he would be like, yeah, so send me your money, your donations, and I'll put it to charity. Yeah, in the name of. And then he comes up.
That kid is a lying bastard.
Yeah, I won't take any of the money. Yeah, that's the ticket. Meanwhile, you could see the lies and he's just going into it, and then he goes, yeah, and then My mother was married to Donald J. Trump. Yeah. He was my stepdad. Yeah, that's the ticket. Right. And then he would just, and that just reminds me, bullshit, dude, that guy, remember I told you about the guy to get him and whatnot. All right, well, I'm going to tell you. That guy.
Hello, my name is Tommy Finnegan.
Every time, like,
I'm a
if
member
I was in
of
the
Pathological
circle,
Liars
I would
Anonymous.
do that invitation.
In
like,
fact,
as he would start talking, what I'd be like,
the president
and Donald Trump came to pick me up with a helicopter. Yeah, and he's my dad's best friend.
And
that's
he fucked
the
my
ticket.
mom. That's the ticket.
And
like,
then he fucked my mom. So now he's my dad. Yeah, that's the ticket. I would do that, drive this fucking kid nuts. This
I didn't always lie. No, when I was a
dude,
kid,
that's what you
I
get
told
for
the
fucking
truth.
saying
But
stupid
then one
shit.
day I caught
No offense, dude.
Let me be honest.
stealing money out of my mother's purse.
But if
I
you're gonna
lied.
be the liar that's not gonna accept your fucking lies, everybody else was all like, "God, but you know he lies." But dude, it's retarded. Like,
so wait, what does everybody else do? Do they just sit there and be like, okay, yeah, like, and then they just brush them off?
you got a few people that go, shut up, you're full of shit, and leave it be at that. In one ear and out the other. Then you got other people like me that call it the fuck out. Like, what the fuck? Because you want to get that point out. Like, dude, stop. Get the fuck the bullshit is getting ridiculous.
Because you don't want to hear it tomorrow. That fucking, you know what I mean? Like you rode in the limo with them or something.
Dude, I'll give you a story.
Fuck you and this bullshit.
You know, people are going to know who the fuck I'm talking about now. I mean, but I don't give a fuck. He was in a bar one day. I walked in. And he's just like fucking, you know, he's got a fucking vest on underneath. I like look over. I was like,
wait,
you got
like
a bulletproof vest on?
Bulletproof vest?
Yeah. He goes like this. He goes, yeah.
Who the fuck does this guy think
So
he is?
I go,
you were not the Secret Service,
so
bro.
I turn around. I was like, can I ask why you got a bulletproof vest on? Yeah. He goes like this, and he has a little badge. So I go to look at the badge, and he covers it. I said, what the fuck is that? I'm a U.S. Marshal.
You liar!
I said,
you know impersonation is a crime.
I turn around, I said, excuse me? And he goes, yeah, you know, I'm doing the side work. You know, we pick up skips, we pick up this, we pick up that. I said, first off, you ain't in no fucking hell a U.S. Marshal. I said, I go, let me see the badge again. I already showed it to you. I was like, all right, look, this is it. I go, your bullshit just went fucking some next level shit. And he's like, yeah, hey, you got to be careful what you say to me. I know you do crooked shit. I was like, you better shut the fuck up because I really don't believe that's a fucking U.S. Marshal badge. And second, you did a little crime yourself, motherfucker. You got a couple of felonies on your fucking
What, was he
record.
trying to turn good or what the fuck?
No, bro. The guy's fantasy world. Guy's fantasy world, bro.
Why the fuck you got people that run around like this, bro?
Dude, this is life, man. You got people that live in a fantasy and want to take it to the next extreme. There's another guy in the neighborhood. I'm not going to mention his name. He thinks he's fucking Donald J. Trump in the community. He thinks, how so? People driving around in a Maybach.
What?
Legit. He makes money illegitimate. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to call a spade a spade. He does crooked shit. So just because he has this big ass fucking house and he's got a fucking Maybach and all of that, good for you. But when you're fucking posting up videos on fucking YouTube and fucking Facebook where you're just sitting there in a fucking tailored $1,000 suit and you're just like,
why are you
gay?
gay?
Fucking Rolly. Yo, my man, I can go get a fucking $1,000 suit just the same. And I got fucking Breitlings and fucking upstairs. I got my watch. I'll put them all on. My whole arm. Be like, China, Serbia, Hong Kong,
New York.
Okay.
Like, dude.
My asshole. The next time I get laid. Like, fuck, bro. Let's get serious. So, look, that's just how it is. When you're young, this is when it starts. Starts in your early teens. And it actually starts way before that, but your mindset. So, if you don't, like, I got slapped around a few times when I was younger. Okay, because I wasn't, I was different. I was the outcast. Okay, black sheep, whatever. But well, I tried to pull that shit. Like if I told a white lie and it got a little bigger, I'd get the shit slapped out of me by an older person, by somebody. Shut the fuck up, smack, So I learned, do not lie. Like, right. You learn quick. Some people don't learn. Some people be like,
but how? Like,
some people like, you know what? I'm gonna say this. They see they get away with it. They're like, hey, this is addictive. Next they get up to, it goes from, yeah, yesterday I found $500 in front of my house. The next day it's Donald Trump came to pick me up with a helicopter. Like, yo, dude, you know, look, it is what it fucking is.
I just can't get behind that.
Look,
I don't know.
I'm aggravated as fuck. So let's end the show with that. And case in point, happy Easter again.
Right. Happy Easter.
And learn your lesson not to fucking lie. Christ died for your sins.
Right.
And it just looks ridiculous when the day comes for judgment. And God sees you coming and he goes,
could you I'm sorry. Now,
can I ask you a question?
Now you're bringing something up. Like, could you imagine him just like open up the book of all the shit you did and be like, okay, so
there's a whole book for him.
You're not supposed to lie, right? We're going to skip over all the white lies. Why did you lie about this motherfucker picking you up in a helicopter?
No.
Like, how are you supposed to answer that?
But I got a
you know what I mean?
one.
Like,
Jesus turns and he goes, all right.
Right.
Let me ask you a big question. I could understand lying that Donald Trump came to get you in a helicopter. Where the fuck were you at the Last Supper with me? That's something you would do. Yeah, and I was at the Last Supper, and Jesus handed me the bread. That's the ticket.
Yeah,
it
that's
was
it.
at Olive Garden. Yeah. Like, you know?
Dude, I don't know.
It's so bad.
People were telling me
like,
to
what's
talk,
the point of it, though?
People were telling me to talk a little bit more about some past, you know, history, like from the streets and from fucking like the Yugoslavian Serbian community and whatever. So I'm going to start doing that, but I'm going to make little shorts of it. So I'm going to write a topic so that Marco can ask certain questions, because Marco's heard these stories like fucking thousands of times. Marco knows them better than I do. He'll be like, hey, you said it was a blue shirt, not a green shirt, you know?
Yeah.
So it is what it is. But anyway, drop a like.
Comment down below.
Hit subscribe.
Hit that notification bell so you don't miss us.
Share our videos, please.
Don't tag anybody, because this isn't Instagram.
And we'll catch you on the next time of the Mood Lounge Show. Peace.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.